How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here, and welcome to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today I will be playing in the Japanese Tier 7 Heavy, the Oni. Just gonna wait for it to pop into the match. Some pros about this vehicle is, it's got a lot of armor for its tier. 200 millimeters in the turret, 175 millimeters in both of your machine gun ports in the front, and your upper hull has 215 millimeters roughly of armor protection, and the hull above that, which is the hull behind the machine gun ports, has 221, or no, well, 220 millimeters of protection. Your middle hull has about 184. That's not that great, but it's still pretty fucking up there. And your lower hull has 200, I would say, just rounding. And then there is the... I already said the turret, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Your hatch, even your hatch is really well armored. It's 150 millimeters on the bottom layer. On the top, it's got a lot more. It's got... oh, shit. If you hit the middle of the hatch, you will do... all you'll need to go through is 150 millimeters of penetration on your gun. But it's pretty fucking small for being a hatch, so good luck hitting it. Its sides are kind of terrible. Even if you over-angle just a little bit, they're going to go right through your tank, no problem. The trick to playing this thing, I've found out, is to not angle your tank, because it pretty much equalizes that little side armor piece on each side. And if you go around corners, you'll equalize the armor on your machine gun ports, and instead of needing to have 175 millimeters of penetration, you'll bring that down to about, let's just make sure I'm being right here, about 151 to 160. So it's not that much less of armor that people need to pen you, but it could mean the difference between getting penned and just people bouncing off you. So be weary of that. The little weird side armor pieces in your front hull do go down to about 170 millimeters of penetration, instead of, if you're just facing somebody straight on, the amazing 260 millimeters of penetration. But if somebody shoots there, they're an idiot, or they just miss your upper hull, which is hilarious. And as you can see from right here, there's the horrible aim time of 3.3 seconds. So that's pretty AZ. On tanks.gg it says 3.16. That's a lie. For my setup, I have a Binox, super heavy spall liner, and vents, just to increase the aim time and the loading time of the gun by just a little bit. I've had a lot of shots in this gun with this tank that other tanks would hit the weak spots for, but this thing, like, you gotta be still, you can't be moving at all, and if you are, you gotta just stop and stare for about 4 seconds if you were moving before. It's pretty... you gotta be patient, and you can't, like, floor it towards your enemy. Just make sure you have people around you, because that was an amazing hit right there. That was a great view of the inaccuracy of this tank. .42 dispersion, fuck yeah! I know I pretty much already said that, but if I didn't, awesome. But, yeah, that didn't pen because I didn't aim it in all the way. And it's just very frustrating at times. Like, another thing is, as soon as you start going up against 8s and 9s, your armor in the front becomes meaningless, and you're just a slow, giant target. It's pretty frustrating when everything can pen you frontally, no problem. But, like, for the T-29, at least you can use the turret against the 8s and 9s. You can get hull down, and your turret will bounce while shells, even tier 10 shells. I don't know why you'd be seeing tier 10s unless you're fail platooning. Don't fail platoon, it's fucking stupid, and it brings down the rest of the team. Don't do it. But anyway, like, I almost missed that shot fully aimed in. on that T25AT. It's pretty frustrating in higher tiers, but if you get lucky enough to be in your own tier, and maybe even facing a few 8s isn't terrible, but it's when you start to get to the 9s, because then you're going to face a lot of 8s, and you're only going to see maybe only a handful of your own tier. With maybe some light tanks, but that's about it. It's a good tank. Given the right situations, I enjoy this tank. I love playing it. I love having the binocs to outspot certain mediums and heavies in the same tier. But don't expect to spot anything, because you're slow, and unless the enemy comes at you, you're not gonna see much. So that is 9,000 damage, 9,000, 5,000 damage combined, a little bit over, and it's still not an ace tanker. Pretty sad, but the damage blocked is amazing. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll catch you again next time. Thanks for watching.